Let's listen to the podcast about the town where nobody dies. Oxford Reading University, Level B1.
Today, we are going to travel to one of the strangest towns in the world. Imagine a place where it is illegal to die. Yes, you heard that right. There is a town in the Arctic where people say, "Nobody dies here." This town is called Longyearbyen. Longyearbyen is in Norway. It is on a group of islands called Svalbard. These islands are very close to the North Pole. It is one of the northernmost towns in the world. The weather there is extreme. Winters are long, dark, and freezing cold. For several months, the sun does not rise at all. This time is called the polar night. In summer, the opposite happens. The sun does not set for months. It is called the midnight sun. Only about 2,000 people live in Longyearbyen. There are no trees. The land is covered in snow and ice for most of the year. The ground is frozen all the time. This frozen ground is called permafrost. Permafrost is very important to this story. In most places in the world, when a person dies, the body is buried in the ground. Over time, the body slowly breaks down and becomes part of the earth. But in Longyearbyen, this does not happen. Because the ground is always frozen, bodies do not decompose normally. The cold stops the natural process. This means the body can stay almost the same for many, many years. In 1918, a very dangerous disease called the Spanish flu spread around the world. Millions of people died. Some people who died from the Spanish flu were buried in Longyearbyen. Many years later, scientists discovered something surprising. The bodies in the cemetery were still preserved in the frozen ground. Even parts of the virus were still there. This was dangerous. If the bodies stayed there, scientists worried that old viruses or bacteria could survive in the ice. With climate change and warmer temperatures, the ice could slowly melt. This could possibly release old diseases. Because of this risk, the town made an unusual rule. It became illegal to be buried in Longyearbyen. Today, if someone is very sick and may die soon, they are usually flown to mainland Norway. They receive medical care there. If someone dies suddenly in Longyearbyen, the body is also transported to the mainland for burial. So, can people die in Longyearbyen? Yes, of course they can, but they cannot be buried there. That is why many people say it is the town where nobody dies. It is not completely true, but it sounds mysterious and interesting. The town also has other unusual rules. For example, there are no cats allowed in Longyearbyen. This is to protect local birds. There are also many polar bears in the area. In fact, outside the town, people are required to carry a rifle for protection against polar bears. Life there is not easy. The weather is cold. The nights are long. The town is far from the rest of the world, but many people enjoy living there. They say it is peaceful and beautiful. The snow-covered mountains and the Arctic sky create an amazing view. Longyearbyen shows us how nature can change the way we live. In most places, we do not think about the ground under our feet. But in this town, the frozen earth decides what is possible and what is not. It also reminds us how powerful the cold can be. Ice can protect and preserve things for more than 100 years, but it can also create new problems in the future. So next time you hear someone say, "There is a town where nobody dies," you will know the real story. People do die there. They just cannot stay there forever. And that is what makes Longyearbyen one of the most unusual towns on earth.
Listen to English audiobooks, learn with your favorite movie characters, and play fun word games. Find everything you need for your level in one place. Read thousands of English books and practice grammar and vocabulary easily. Start now at apiwa.com. The more you listen, the faster you'll become fluent in English. Subscribe to our channel for more English stories to improve your English. And now, listen to another audiobook